A lot of mighty checking in, man. YouTube. Let's get right to it. So, today, obviously, I'm back on the grind, back on the video grind. We're just trying to get better every day, 1% better every day, right? Sorry, my client just texted me, so I lost my train of thought for a second. But what I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys today about is we don't have as long as we think. We don't have as long as we think. A lot of us think, like when you think about life, you're like, oh, like once I get to like 30, 40, 50, once I get to 50, that's like half of my lifespan. You know what I mean? Midlife crisis at 50. But how many people live to 100 actually? And really, what quality of life are you living at that age? You know what I mean? If you've ever had like grandparents that live really, really long, you know what I mean? Even if they're in really good shape, really good health, which is already an anomaly, they would have to be an anomaly inside another anomaly, so to speak. Because essentially, you're already in a position like you don't have, even if you live to 100, let's just put it like this. Even if you live to 100, you're not gonna, your quality of life is gonna be bad, right? So really, the average human life expectancy is like 70. You know what I mean? Maybe 80 if you're lucky. So really, like your 30s, your 40s are like your midlife crisis, right? And I know you guys might be wondering like, oh, okay, like Daniel, why are you talking about this right now and all this stuff, right? But it's something worth thinking about, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And recently, bro, like I said, if you've been watching my videos, if you've been paying attention, like just a lot of things have just been happening in my life. If you go watch my like first couple videos, like even from then to now, you'll see like things are just different, and not in a bad way. They're just different. You know what I mean? And the more older I get and the more I learn, the less time I feel like I have. And really, like as you get older, if you're a young guy watching this or a young person watching this, when you get older, what happens is your perspective on time changes, because when you were like 8, you probably didn't even realize like a year when you were 8 feels a lot different than when you're like 25. A year goes a lot quicker because you realize the perception of time is different. Like you don't have as much time to do the things you want to do. And again, the message of this whole video is you don't have as much time as you think. You know what I mean? So if you're thinking about doing something, and this goes for anything. It could really go for any aspect of your life. Like I know personally, like I was talking to this girl, and she wasn't dedicated to what I had going on. She wasn't dedicated to it. I've tried to be reasonable. I tried to be level-headed about things, but I didn't want to, but I had to separate myself from that situation because it doesn't serve me. I care about her, but I care about myself way more. And I don't have a lot of time. I don't have that much time. It's either, you get it or you don't. You want to get better or you don't. And in her situation, I don't think it's that she doesn't want to get better, but you have to make a conscious effort every single day. And the days that you don't, there's consequences. There's always going to be consequences for what you don't do or what you should do and don't do. There's good consequences and there's bad consequences. But at the bottom line is, instead of putting up with that stuff and going through the cycle with her. Because I would have, back when I was younger, when I was a young guy, I would take a lot longer probably to cut myself off from the situation, because maybe I was naive, or maybe I was hopeful that somebody would change. But you know, I wasted a lot of time on people that I didn't need to waste time on, you know, because back then I thought I had more time than I actually do. And I'm here to tell you guys that when you really think about it, and you actually think about how long people actually live, you know, it sounds, you know, cliche, but a lot of cliche. The older you get, a lot of cliche sayings, they're sayings for a reason. You know what I mean? They're sayings for a reason, because people summed up their experience in a couple of words. You know what I mean? Our time is limited, and we don't know how soon that time is gone. We don't know when will be our last day. So I guess I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys. I'm just kind of like using YouTube as a way to kind of like express my thoughts. Obviously, like, stay in the gym, do what you need to do, but also we need to make sure that we are prioritizing ourselves, because people will waste your time. And that's what I'm learning. People will waste your time and make you feel crazy for calling them out on it, or make you feel crazy for, you know, having boundaries up, because you know the value of your time, because it's limited. And once you understand that, it's like having a limited edition, like, I don't know, fucking, you know, I was gonna say Pokemon card or some shit, but like having a limited edition car, right? And someone's like, oh yeah, they're offering you, they're like, oh yeah, I want to buy it, right? But they're taking forever to respond. They're not respecting you as a person, or, you know, and then on top of that, they're trying to like lowball you for something that you bought for a lot more money. It's like, it just doesn't make sense logistically for you to even entertain that, right? But we don't look at our time like that rare thing, you know? And if someone doesn't see your time as valuable and rare, or, you know, in any sense, I'm not just talking about relationships, you know, but everything is relationships if we're really thinking about it. So if someone's not gonna give you the value that you know you deserve, and respect your time, because time is limited and you don't have as much time as you think, then, you know, simplify your life. Find people that are dedicated to your progress of process. Shout out AMS, or whatever, Dr. BOA. Shout out Dr. BOA for that. Check out his channel, whatever. But moral of the story, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Time is limited. We don't got much of it. We don't have as much time as we think. That's why I'm on here doing this YouTube channel. I'm trying to just do videos, even if it's not content. I'm just holding myself accountable, because I don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to look back and be like, damn, why didn't I at least try to do YouTube? Why, you know, everybody on YouTube always says, bro, just try it. Just stick with it. If you post a video every single day, it'll happen. So that's what we're gonna try to do, y'all. But anyways, I hope y'all, you know, stay on y'all grind. Your time isn't guaranteed.